this time. You lots were gathered together and brought into the assessment of strength here in Allegory. And you essentially just one by one started having your own matches to determine your strength. Lunith had one with somebody who specialized in nullification in order to help determine what her powers could be. And the overall general consensus was, holy shit, that's wild, and they're very, very untamed. Cressida had a very, very clever mage battle with lots of back and forth of trickiness, despite Cressida and her opponent both primarily being support classes. And finally, Yaslin takes to the floor for her round. Yeah. And Yaslin's beefy, yet slightly short for like a tank form was met by these approximate opposite gender, breadth, height, all very opposite. And we ended the episode with a large Goliath going in a charging motion towards Yaslin, who decided to meet him head on. So with two screams, I need you both to roll initiative.
Let's see if the dice will be nice to me today.
No.
No, probably not.
I'm just going to say that right now. No.
Yeah.
And then if I'm a liar, then that's a good thing for you, right?
23.
Bad part about this, I have to learn this class now.
Now you do. To be totally fair, this encounter is very much set up for let's play and work out some of the kinks for
people. We're just gonna have fun. We're just gonna trade a couple blows.
Because even if you don't have a new character, you've got a character that has recently leveled up twice, and everybody's going through like new mind spaces. So I'm like, yeah, let's everybody have some training session. So
it says I have advantage. I'm trying to figure out why I have advantage on initiative.
It's a feral instinct.
Thank you.
It's a barbarian class feature.
That's an 8.
Wow, strong advantage. Going strong.
Oh, we're going.
You know what? This whole fight, I'm gonna use digital dice. Let's just see. Let's see.
Break out the curse right away. Okay, so Yaslin, you are up first in this charging mashup here.
All right. Let me. Gosh.
I'll say, because I narrated it as you guys started charging in, we'll start you guys a little bit closer.
All right, that works. So, actually, what she does, is she bonus action shifts first. And she hasn't done this in a while, but I think mentally, as she's charging in, she just says to herself and to her chimera, like, this is just a trial.
And
You don't need to go full gas.
Okay, it's been a while, so I'm reminding myself here. What was the last state that your chimera was in? It was like that kind of like rapidly shifting, almost stained glass, and then you kind of caught onto something.
Yeah, I caught on to the lioness part. And so I've still got a couple shifting pieces around there, but I've gained a little bit of ground. Not a lot.
And if I'm not mistaken, that process was it felt a little bit like you grabbed on to less of a solid individual object, and you more like grabbed something a little more ephemeral, like almost like grabbing a portion of a cloud that you know has other portions in it too.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead, you are up.
Alright, so she goes in kind of speaking to her chimera and just being like, this is a trial. Don't need to take this seriously, but let's have some fun.
Okay. You get kind of an emotional response of like, time to stretch the legs.
And the first thing she'll do is, let me see, I do have enough movement to go in there. So she'll bonus action shift, and then she'll pull out her gambler's blade and make 2 strikes. I think I can do them. Yeah, I can attack recklessly without having to rage. I had to check that. I was like, can I do that? Yes, I can. So she'll take 2 strikes recklessly at him.
Go ahead and make your movements, and then do your attacks.
I have my glasses on and I still can't fucking read these dice. I'm like, I think that's shit.
Bad font choice.
Yeah, bad font choice. Okay, that's an 18 on the die. Okay, that just rolled off. No 5. So, 27 to hit first.
Yeah.
Okay. 7 plus 5. 12 flashing. Plus 3 because it's the gambler's blade.
So an
Sorry, I forgot that part.
additional 3.
Yeah. And then 6 plus 9, 15. 18 to hit?
Nope.
Alright. And that's her turn. She gets 1 strike in and goes, oh, you're tougher than you look.
Ugh.
First moment, what's the voice sound like?
I don't think he'll say anything yet. He just kind of looks at her, or kind of look down and smile. And
Yeah, he has to look down because she's definitely shorter.
And I think you would notice so his gray skin, it's noticeable the markings across his body of darker gray. And when he looks down, you'll watch his eyes glow green, and those markings glow green as he rages.
Oh, this is so fucking cool.
There's now 2 barbarians in the party. Woo!
And with his rage, he gets 12 temp HP every time he rages.
Shit! Dang!
And
Okay.
you said the markings on the left arm.
The whole
Start to
body,
glow.
the exposed
Ah, yeah.
markings that you can see, it all just glows like a green, similar to the armor he's wearing. But very silently, just with the smile. And he's going to take 2 hits at you.
Nice delaying tactic to settle on that voice.
There's a reason.
Not gonna say anything until later.
Is it?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna do it. The reckless, he's gonna forgo the advantage, and if it hits, it does something.
To note, she can't have attacks against her can't have advantage because she shifted.
Point in case, that's within 30 feet of you. I looked that up a little while ago. So ranged attacks beyond 30 feet can still get you with advantage. And I think we've been playing it where nothing can. So that is
okay.
limited on
I
it.
didn't see that part.
Yeah, it's been a while since like I don't remember why I was reading into it. It was like, oh okay, there is a it's not permanent. or there is a downside to it. Okay, cool. Go for it.
19.
That will hit.
So once it hits, instead of having the advantage, I'm gonna use the brutal strike ability to push you 15 feet away and use half my movement to cut the distance to you again. So he's just shoving you backwards as he hits you.
Oh, he's pushing me. I
Hey,
see.
don't push me, bro.
Hey, that's not cool, bro.
14. Oh, did it add the rage damage though?
Did it?
Probably not.
It doesn't look like it did.
Nope.
There's so much little things with this too. Because if I'm right, I was just looking at it. So I also have heavy weapon mastery. So when I hit as an attack action, I can add an additional 4 damage to it.
Ooh.
So additional 4 plus whatever the rage damage was, which is what, like 3?
At this point, it should be 3. Yeah.
Okay. So add add an additional 8 on top of the 14. And then you're pushed
All
15 feet, and he's just gonna close the distance again, because he can do it as as part of that turn.
Okay.
5, 10, 15. I think I would push you here.
She did get temp HP from shifting, so. And her sheet is not updated on Foundry.
Give me a moment. D&D Beyond Importer. Importing. Okay, so we'll get that updated in a moment.
Oh my, there's more too. Because I use Brutal Strike, it's an additional 1d10. Oh, wait, is it gonna do it? Oh, I'm curious. Why did you just get exhaustion all of a sudden?
That is interesting.
It was probably still listed as exhausted in. Oh, 1 second.
I was
Going
so
the wrong
confused
direction.
because I clicked Brutal Strike and I saw Exhaustion 2 pop up on her.
It's a really good ability. Okay.
And there's the additional 1.
There we go. Okay, no more exhaustion. I think the exhaustion was just a carryover from the D&D Beyond having old records.
Oh, Lily, in total with all that nonsense is 23 damage on the first hit.
Okay.
Got it.
It's Thorax turn. Oh. Okay, Yadlin, back over to you.
That's just the first hit.
That's the first hit.
I lied.
There's so much to this.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? I knocked you back. How far? What'd I say? 15? 5, 10, 15.
How
Right
does
here.
the brutal strikes and other advantage foregoing things work if he can't get advantage to begin with? Just quick curious question.
If you use reckless,
Brutal Strike
so
will take away my advantage on the hit.
brutal strike is giving you the option of not getting advantage and just going
okay.
more
All right.
beefy. So it doesn't
Okay.
interact with your shifting at all.
Okay. Not that he knows that his reckless attacks don't work quite like how he expects yet.
Let's take another hit. There's no way I can do this twice, right?
What do you mean?
Use reckless attack, you can forego. No disadvantage. If the chosen attack roll hits, the target takes an additional 1d10 damage. It doesn't say it's only once per turn. That's broken. Because I can just keep shoving you backwards. There's no save for it. There's...
Yeah. Let me see here. Yeah, you can reckless as many times as you want in a single attack, and this is just giving you alternative options besides advantage, so it kind of
I still
equals
get
out.
I get the downside of I have advantage on me because I reckless.
Yes. So you still get that. This is really like um so I kind of think of it as like when Yaslin does reckless, she's going in for like a big swing. She's trying to make sure she hits accurately, and but she's like being kind of like maybe slow about it. Dog, get out of my elbow. Away, away. Whereas you are basically taking like a baseball swing, like a massive wind up. So you're not as accurate, but if you hit, it's more forceful.
He's gonna do it again. He's gonna try and knock you back another 15 feet because he closed the distance on the first one.
Go for it.
Nope.
That will miss though.
But I do have Master with Great Sword, which has graze. So even if I miss, you take damage equal to the ability modifier. So
Whatever your strength is.
not 5.
Alright.
Additional 5. So as he goes to swing and misses, it's kind of just nicks across.
Oh shit. Okay, so if I had missed that okay, that's my bad. I'm still learning barbarian too, apparently.
These weapon masteries.
Because I also have grace, but that's okay.
These
Well,
are...
honestly, like we just switched over to 2024, and there's
Technically, you would have also taken 5 damage from my missed attack, but.
Here.
okay. Yeah, go
Oh
for
my
it.
gosh, we're on the struggle bus here. Okay.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. All right. This is fucking cool. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh, I kind of want to try doing this. Alright, actually, now that the sheet is fixed, can I features here? I got it. I kind of want to try this. 4 plus 4 plus.
Go for it. Q, I'm sending you a message here.
So, she takes a pretty good hit. And, her features, she will enter her rage with her lioness. And her claws will come out. And we're going to have a little bit of fun. I don't think I want to. Gosh, this is... Alright. We'll try that. So, we're going to use her... So, I have my greatsword, but can I essentially one-hand it or put it in one hand to use my claw attack? Hold it in one hand.
Yeah, you have to use 2 hands in order to swing your greatsword, but you can hold on, let me reread the claw ability, because if it requires you to, let me see here. Okay, classes, barbarian.
I manifest the natural weapon that counts as a simple melee weapon for me. I add my strength modifier. Damage roll.
Okay, we do not have you on Path of the Wild Heart Barbarian, right? You are still
Is
using
that?
an old Barbarian class.
I think so. Might have
Okay,
to turn
so
to
yeah,
switch
Path of the
back around.
Beast. Okay, transform into the claw. It deals 1d6 on each of your turns. When you attack with the claw as an attack action, you can make it one additional claw attack. It doesn't say anything about it being an unarmed strike, which is because like a barbarian doesn't
Yeah.
get an unarmed strike as a bonus action like monk does. It just says if it's empty. So it's treating your hand more like it has a
Like it is a weapon.
yeah, it just says what you can use as a weapon if it's empty.
Alright, well, we
Once
won't
on
make
each of
this
your
super
once on
complicated
each
then.
of
And
your turns when you attack with a claw using an attack action, you can make one additional claw attack as part of the same action. I think it still counts because your attack action gives you 2 attacks. And yeah, so I think it counts.
so I could do
And
like a blade claw.
yeah, so I think it makes sense. You can't if you do like 2 strikes with your sword, you cannot then do a bonus action with your claw.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it makes sense that like if you swing down and then kind of like rake back up, like it shouldn't be like, ha, okay, you can't use your hands. Like that is
Okay. Okay. I want to try something out. We're gonna give this a go. So she's going to go ahead and take her swing. And actually, you know, she's just gonna go. Oh. We'll use digital.
Yeah.
uh, 12 on her first hit, and then
That
you watch
is
as yeah, I think because
6,
you're
right?
raging, it'd
Yeah.
be it'd be halved, and then she swings out with her claws, going up. Oof. I think that will miss.
You.
And then I think, yeah, as you make one additional claw attack as part of the same action. So just gonna roll the roll. The 21 hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then I need you to make me, as she does this, something feels kind of off, and I need you to make me a DC 16, I think it is. Let's see what type of save it is. I can find it. DC, nope. 16 wisdom save.
This is not Dro. This sucks.
suffer your stats.
Yeah. That's a 7.
You take 2d12 psychic damage.
Okay.
As it
Wait.
seems like something or another.
How much?
2d12. I'm gonna roll it right now. So you'll take 10 psychic.
Who is this new Yaslin?
Yeah, no kidding. Why do I have to find out this way?
You're like, wait, ow, this hurts. No, I don't know, like your rage, like you feel like extra angry, and it can. Who knows? Something feels off.
It's really interesting with this one too. Okay.
It's infectious fury, out of character.
That's your subclass though, right?
It's part of her subclass, yeah. Okay, that is her turn. She is raging. She is
Alright.
absolutely has a shit-eating grin. She looks like she's having a lot of fun.
So you hit with both attacks, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This figure just gonna look up and still smile at you. And seem to grow.
Ooh.
So as a bonus action, he's going to use his large form to transform into a large creature. And he's going to go 2 rounds again, just keep batting you backwards.
Oh my gosh, this is fucking. The fact that you can just push her around is incredible.
It should be fair too. Your attack should have had advantage, by the way.
Oh, which one?
Both. Because technically I reckless my last turn.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Both because he was
with
reckless.
advantage, Yeah.
Also, I'm so excited. That's the first time that you've used Infectious Fury. You've had that for 2 levels.
I know, I've
What?
literally been
What?
studying.
How long?
These guys are like, what? Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's because it's like a little, something just like kind of seeped out of her claws. Who knows?
We've been in
Raven or
Aurora's
something.
Rest for how
Rage
many
for 2
levels?
levels.
Yeah, well,
You can
in a,
rage for any of that.
it's like
This
Yaslin could have.
translates to is Yaslin has rabies.
Listen. This isn't. It's not quite like that.
First one's gonna
That
miss,
yes.
but you're gonna take 4 still.
Yeah.
2.
It'd be... Okay. Gosh, your hits hurt so much. Oh my gosh!
This is interesting too.
Oh my gosh.
So I have an ability where if I immediately score a crit with a melee, or reduce a creature to 0 hit points with 1, I can make another attack with the same weapon as a bonus action. I can hit again.
Ooh, this
Wait.
is fucking cool.
You
Q.
have something with Nick?
Is it
No,
the
Q.
great weapon? No, what is that?
I don't know if that's my subclass thing or not. Oh, it is Great Weapon Master. I'm dumb. Maybe I
Yeah.
should read.
Oh, great weapon. Yeah, you can essentially like hit and then like hit them with the backside as a bonus action.
So let me roll. Is it not gonna roll a crit?
Oh yeah, no. Oh my gosh, I need to look at Yaslin's features again too. I'm like rediscovering her as you were playing a barbarian.
I have no idea if this is gonna add the crit damage, but I don't think it did. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That's the wrong thing. Oh, that's why I didn't roll
it should
crit.
be like a crit.
Yeah, I
why?
clicked the wrong thing.
Yeah, you should be able to roll crit damage. Woo!
23.
That's juicy.
Plus, because I brutal striked, another forceful blow, 1d10.
Which won't it increase to 2d10?
That's a 2.
Yes, it will.
Okay, so let's roll another. That's 1 again,
Okay.
You're doing
What's
solid,
not
but
even
he's
roll
like,
1?
and then a 5.
Okay.
And
I'm adding this all up right now.
then the 3 rage. I think I said that.
Yeah. Okay.
think that's everything.
Gosh, I'm so bad at adding my range damage too.
Plus
We'll
an
get the hang
additional,
of this together.
plus just an additional 4 just from heavy weapon mastery.
All right. So she'll take 18 damage. Ooh, that was nice.
36 in one hit. Is that right? If
That's-
you weren't raging?
Yeah. If I wasn't raging, that would be 36 in one hit.
Oh, and then you're 15 feet back again.
Okay.
Oh, and my bonus action hit again. This guy, Morgan, I'm
Didn't
learning
you
I
already do
built
that
this.
this turn?
Huh? And this is interesting. So
Didn't
I
you already
can-
do your bonus action this turn?
That's what this is gonna do. That's a good
What was
point. How
the
does that work?
size growing thing?
Yeah, because I grew for my bonus action, but I don't think
Oh,
I'll be able to
it-
hit.
No, your bonus action is spent for this round.
Okay.
Okay.
So he's
Gosh,
just
I need a-
pushing you back in the arena with every hit.
Unrelated to anything
Mhm.
other than something that I was working on with Noah. Do you guys want a tiny spoiler? It's just a picture. I'm not going to give you any context.
Oh god.
I mean, spoilers are pretty cool. It's like little puzzles to figure out. Oh, ooh!
There's some peoples that
very
exist in the
fey.
world.
I don't like how fey that looks.
This
What?
looks
Why not?
really fucking cool. Okay. Okay. Alright. Is it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It's not. I opened up something and saw deflect missiles, and that was not who I thought it was. That is true.
I'm so bad.
Morgan, question for you while she goes. Since I grew, I'm considered
Yes.
a large creature, correct?
That is correct.
And she is a smaller creature than me at this point, right?
Doubly so, because you have powerful build. You are a large creature that can treat itself like a huge creature.
Are you gonna just like what's going on here?
I'm just curious how this works because it says when you hit a large or smaller creature with attack roll and deal damage, you can give it the prone condition.
Yes.
Ooh.
From your race thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, it's not called race anymore because that's bigotist. It's a species thing now.
How dare! Cancelled.
Yeah, so yes, you can give it the prone condition.
Okay. I won't because I already said my turn's over, but it's good to know.
Interesting. Okay, well, I think we're just going to literally rinse and repeat.
It's just gonna go back and forth.
And I need to
Honestly-
remember that I also have heavy weapon mastery and my rage, because I'm like, oh.
I need to start utilizing the situational bonuses when I roll to add that. I keep forgetting.
Yeah. Alright.
Just used to punching stuff with Joe.
I'm just like, I'm really bad at remembering. Ooh, I think that will miss. Okay. I think saying that. We'll go ahead and throw in the cause again and see how well you do against.
I will make it a point to just notice is when Dro misses, like people miss him, he dodges. This guy isn't. He's just deflecting.
Yeah, because that is her greatsword, you'll also take the miss damage, which I think is reduced to half of 5.
Yep. So just so 2 damage. So both of you
You guys are just all watching from above.
Yeah.
It's just
narratively, this is essentially a slugfest. where the two are going back and forth, and each time that nobody's really trying to dodge. This is just about who can take the beating the better. And even when there's misses, like nope, like each piece is dealing damage a little bit every time.
My brain had a fart. I think that'll miss, and her other one. Dang, your AC is high.
That'll
That
hit.
will
That'll hit.
All right. Alright. I have fixed my claws to deal my rage. Actually, forget. It should not be 7. It should be 3. So what? 5 plus 3 plus 3. So it should be 11 damage on that, not 15.
So
And then
5 half?
yes, I think so. And then I need another wisdom saving throw.
Yay. Yay.
Oh my god! Okay, it's okay. As you take 16 psychic damage.
Damn.
Yeah, it's surprising because, like, these claws are hurting more than one would think. Alright, it is your turn now.
Bro, every time, or excuse me, Q, every time she hits you with this claw, it's like you have to like rest your mind away from just like the instinct to let yourself go and lose full control. And every time you pull yourself away from that, it like you can feel kind of like mental scarring happening in this process.
So he's just gonna look at you and kind of study you. Definitely didn't expect this power from you. He's gonna.
Look, can be deceiving.
2 swings at you. I think that hits.
Will miss. But she does take.
Oh yeah, 2. Is it? I think it's 2. Right?
Yeah. Because it'll be half of. Oh my gosh! I fucking love it.
Oh,
And I
nice.
didn't use my bonus action yet, so I can do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
However, that nat 20 does not apply to your bonus action.
No. So this turn I'll roll the damage, and he's going to knock you prone on this hit.
Ooh.
Damage. Oh, I didn't have my situational. 18 plus 3 plus one
It
of
should be
these.
your proficiency.
Another
Oh.
one. Oh my
Bro.
god.
It doesn't look like it's rolling. If you
You-
click on it, it's not saying dice. It's just saying +1. It's not showing like it rolled a 1 on a dice. It's literally
Oh,
just
it's
saying
not
one.
rolling the. Okay,
It's
so
not actually rolling your d10. It did it last time too.
So if I roll it
I don't know what
again.
happened.
Yeah, it's rolling
Yeah,
1.
yeah, it's just doing a 1.
Alright, so I would just roll
That's not.
their
Roll the
2d10
D10.
then.
Yeah. Not a d20.
Okay.
So here's the additional because of the crit.
Ooh, nice.
plus the rage 3 plus weapon mastery
Yeah, I think
4.
plus the 9.
And you're prone now. And bonus action, he's going to take another hit.
I can't see a way. Ever since they updated something on things, I can't see the way to modify the ability. Like, I've got very, very limited ability here.
It
My other
would-
DM's having issues with 2024 rules specifically on Forge, so that might be part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me
It's
see.
still technically a straight roll, but the 13 would hit.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
It's like even as she falls down, you see like some sharp awareness in her eye.
What round are we on, by the way? 3?
Like 3.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay,
Yeah, you
that's
guys are
good to
going
know.
fast enough that I haven't like kept moving the
We're
thing.
just
So I'll just roll this first.
Ooh.
Plus 4, plus 3. So 20, half, 10. He had already pushed you. And with that, how do you look?
Like pretty good still. Beaten up, but I mean, she doesn't look like she's on the ground, but she doesn't look like she's going to stay on the ground.
So in 3 rounds, he dealt out a decent amount of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And Yaslin looks alright. So I think at that point, he's just kind of nod, look up the window, put his sword away, and start to walk back. You're muted, Morgan.
I said okay. All right. That ends the combat there. As essentially without saying a word, the entire fight just
Wow,
goes forward and like starts walking backwards. And you hear Ingen. All right. Not terribly surprising there, but sure he'll have some
Wait.
insights.
I think Yaslin like hops to her feet and calls out, "What's your name?"
I'll just kind of stop. The name is Tharok.
Oh my goodness, puppies.
She gives a nod. Darok, you fought really well.
He'll turn and look at you. Are your claws still out?
They are still out, but it does look like they're like slowly receding as this conversation like continues on.
I'll just kind of look at them for a minute and then look up at Ingen. Just nod his head. I'll start to walk off. But give a kind of a look to you of like, you're a hell of a fighter. Because you just took a lot of fucking damage.
It was so fucking fun.
There is so much puppy drama happening in my office right now. Please excuse me while I kick them out.
There was so much I wanted to do, but you were not the person to do it to.
As in, like, it wouldn't have worked on her?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
There's stuff where I needed you to be away, and there's stuff where I needed people with me.
Yeah. Yeah, Yaslin is what I built Yaslin to be, like, able to hold her own ground.
Yeah, that's what this guy is. He can hold his ground. He's
Yeah, I can
beefy.
tell, like, holy shit, that fight was, whoa! Those crits, man, I was like,
Yeah, those crits are nasty.
smoking. Okay, okay. I think Yasmin like really pumped after that fight and like feeling really good. That was like a really fun fight for her. She hasn't had a lot of fights recently, obviously, that have just been like for fun. She kind of has a pep in her step. She tries to figure out where she's supposed to go.
Yeah, nothing like straightforward in quite a while. Okay.
Alright.
The two of you get back up into the observation chamber. And he says, "Well then, give me a report afterwards. I'll take your evaluation for offline." Now, he turns over to Haru and Dro, who are the only two left. They volunteers.
Tro was just staring at this Goliath like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, just
Haru is not looking at all at these people. She's like probably looking down at that arena.
she's just going over the fight in her head.
Yeah, she's kind of playing over the fight in her head, and then also kind of calculating like what exactly is it that they are trying to pull from these fights.
I think,
Kind of gauging what she should show and shouldn't show.
I think after Dro does like the sneaky like sizing up this large person that just got into a battle with Yaslin and seeing what he can do, Dro's gonna be like, might as well go now. As long as I don't have to fight something like that, and points at him.
So
Gensmith speaks up. Well, that's very rude. He's a promising member of our society here.
It's fine. You'd probably fight Randar again at this point.
Dro just turns and looks. No. He's gonna look to Ingen. He's gonna turn to Ingen. I'm not fighting Randar, right?
No. That would be unbalanced.
Yeah, sure.
Well, one of you would win. Should be you this time.
Just turns and looks at
The greatest pep talk of all time from Warden.
Warden's been drinking.
you'll do really great out there, Dro.
He's just gonna walk to the elevator.
Punch him into next week.
Okay, so Dro, you are.
Actually 100% do that.
Okay, so Dro, you're going up next.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay, let's see here. Getting my. Okay, Dro, you assume the position, get on the other side, and as is customary at this point, your opponent comes out. You see the gates kind of open up, and the first thing you hear is like a clicking, like a dink, 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 metallic-y kind of footsteps. You start to see a stylish cape and very ornately woven and decorated armor comes through. And you see blackened sclera with little golden eyes and a sword sitting on their back. Right, so you're the one to evaluate today. They only bring me in when you're a speedy little shit. Is that what I should expect from you?
How are they? I'm not gonna tell you what I can do.
Ah, the interesting type. The evaluation's already begun. Good to know. All right. Go ahead and give me initiative.
Switching sheets. Hold on. Okay.
Oh, nice. Natural one. You may proceed. And like she just kind of like brings something or like she just gestures to you.
Joe's just annoyed after everything that's going on. So he's going to basically, she said, be a speedy little shit. That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna run straight up and get behind her quickly.
Okay.
And then take 2 swipes. Yeah.
And you come by behind and swing and very quickly just like unsheaths the sword and like and like pulls it out of the scabbard and like immediately like just draws it back and like puts the flat of her hand against the flat of the blade. I'm like, you're gonna have to do better than that.
As a player, I don't want to do this, but Dro is being annoyed. So he's going to go again. This time, where is it? Oh, did they remove it? I think they did. Never mind. I was going to do what his ability was to give up some key points to add to his attack roll, but I don't think it's a feature anymore.
Oh, the focused aim.
I think not.
Yeah. Interesting. That sucks. Okay, yeah. Bonus action Fury Blows because he's annoyed.
Okay, go for it.
This tutorial thing needs to go away.
25 will hit.
Okay. If you said no, I was just gonna walk off.
Okay. 7 points goes in. Okay. Like swing. Oh, I'm blurry. Swing, and like the second one, like she kind of blocks it, and then she ducks. Then she comes back up, and like you just turn around and like kick her in the side of the head, and just like, all right.
And then second one. No. 25.
Okay, 25 will still hit.
I think this time he will also, because he's just annoyed that his 2 sword hits didn't hit, and he connected on the first Fury of Blows. He's not thinking very smart, and he's going to use his Channel Divinity for... No, I can't. Never mind. I'm already using...
Okay.
An additional 8.
Okay. 8 more. All right, excellent. You kind of like you do a kick and then like kind of jump up and like bicycle kick with the other foot and like hit her twice. Like, well, that's rather bothersome. And she's going to kind of tuck and roll and like come back up on her knee, and she's gonna go like for 3 slashes against you with her scimitar that she drew. Oh, weird. There's new things. I don't know what happened there. Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
21 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be 8 points, and it didn't roll my... Let me see here. I gotta add something to the formula. Okay. You take 8 slashing damage and 12 radiant damage as well, as like the tip of her sword begins to glow in this kind of like purplish yellow light, or the pinkish yellow light. She's going for a second attack.
No.
Okay. All right, third attack. Like that swing kind of like ignites the color on the tip of her sword, and this time it's not like a true sword slash. She like slices it up, and from the tip of the sword, a like that pinkish color pulls off of the sword and juts out as a radiant beam. So I need you to make a con saving throw, please.
There's no shot it just did that to me.
Oh. Okay. Surprised by it. I'm not gonna give you double damage here, but like she shoots it and it's like a flare, and it comes by and it gouges you like straight across the face. So that is going to be kind of a half and half. That's 16 points of radiant damage, and for the natural one, you have the blinded condition. And with that, she's going to back off since you can't see, and therefore you can't take an attack of opportunity. Okay, so that's the first round. Dro, you're up for the second round.
Do I have to make a save on this blinded, or?
I'll just say it'll end at the end of your turn.
Okay. Huh. Taking away my sight is interesting. Let's see how you like it. Now I'm gonna use my marine layer. So 20 feet out from me becomes a thick cloud of fog. Which
Okay.
everything within that 20 feet in all directions and follows me as I move is heavily obscured. Me and all creatures within 5 feet of me treat this fog as lightly obscured. This fog lasts 10 minutes.
Let's see here. Just gonna set it up that way.
And that's my action. So bonus action, I will spend another key point to focus my patient defense.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
I
Also,
have-
I'm going to import your character because it doesn't look like you are upgraded to level 12.
Huh?
Oh, great. Now it's still working.
It killed me.
um, I think you were at 57. Is that right? No, that's too much.
I have no idea.
She did 20. She did 36 damage to you. So give yourself full health and then minus 36.
I also need to. Okay. So bonus action. He's going to move slowly 15 feet forward. 5, 10, 15.
Okay, sounds good. Oh, that's interesting. She's going to back up and okay, she's going to say, well, I'd rather not go in there personally. And she's going to like look over and snap her fingers, and there's going to be, and the air in front of you, you hear just like and I'm going to roll a D100. If I get 51 or above, her summoning goes through. Ooh, no dice. And like it kind of fails and crumples away. Oh, that's disappointing. Not the right time today, I guess. So that's her bonus action. She's going to back away and take a guess at where you're at. I'll give her an investigation check to see how accurate she can be on you. Trying to figure out like where you might be. Okay, 21. Yeah, she's noticing like the way that things move, and she's going to use her. She's just going to be backed up here, and she's going to use her radiant beam ability on you.
Am I still blinded?
No.
Okay.
So I'll take the blind condition off. Okay, so another save for you.
It was con.
Yes. And your marine layer, it is not a concentration. The digital dice do not want you to have a good time today.
The digital dice likes the barbarian, not the monk. I'm switching to physical. That is 2 now ones in a row.
Okay.
And no, it's not concentration. That's what I was checking.
Well, I'm not rolling great on damage, but that is going to be 11 more for you. And that's where she's going to end. Let me see here. 1 second, I'm doing math. 3 minus 36 minus 11. Yep, nope, you're where you should be. And she's gonna say, "Oh, come on. Give me something more worthwhile. You've got more to you than this, don't you? Like,
There's lights in here, isn't there?
this is not a passing grade so far, just so you're aware." All right, Dro, your turn. Round 3.
This place is lit up.
It is. Are you thinking about dim light?
Something, yeah. I have to be in the dim light, and where I want to go also has to be in the dim light.
Okay. I'd say anything that is like lit up on the map itself, give that like 15 feet, and that's bright light, and then the rest of it is dim light. So it's not like this place isn't a football field. It doesn't have like the massive like spotlights going on it. There are pockets where it is a little bit more dim comparatively, and you guys are kind of like tucked down into the canyon, so you're just not getting as much like ambient light as it would.
Okay. Hear me out. See if this works. With my fog and what I've seen of this arena, studying the few fights, using that, can I move where I would think it wouldn't be as lit up as much? And the moment I get there, drop my fog, bonus action, shadow step behind her. Because even if I was to run to her, it's 60 feet. And I can teleport 60 feet. So I would probably just start moving downwards.
Yeah, so anywhere inside of this ring is well lit. It's probably around 15 feet away from the ring, as long as you're not near another light source. That's when it would get down to dim light.
So I would have to go right here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll do that. So she'll watch as the fog begins to move down. And the moment he steps and knows that there is not light, the fog drops. He teleports behind her.
Okay.
And I have advantage on this attack now because I shadow stepped.
Okay.
Let me make sure this is right. Well, he would shadow step in front of her.
Okay, sure.
That's all I can. Maybe. There. Physical dice.
All right, go for it.
21.
21 hits.
So 8 slashing plus. It's 1d6 cold, right? With this thing? Yeah. Plus an additional 2. Stunning strike.
Okay.
He told him to show her what he's got, so.
Yep. All right, go for the stunning strike.
I need a con save from you at. I will let you know the DC in a moment.
Sure, and what's the damage? Ooh, it wanted to not be a 2.
They moved everything around.
They did. I really wish they would do like a sweep through all of this stuff. All of the spells that like the monsters have, because all of the monsters have legacy spells. Like they're all 2024 or 2014. And there's some pretty major differences between some of them.
The sword damage though, 8 slashing, 2 cold to her, so 10 in total. She failed the stunning strike, so she is stunned.
Absolutely.
Which then means on a failed save, you're stunned till the start of your next turn. Okay. Which is
Stunned.
another advantage, right? Since she's stunned.
Let's see here.
I hardly ever hit with this, so.
Stunned. There we go. Okay.
Second hit with his advantage, right? Because she's stunned.
I'm looking it up in the new. Let me see here. In the new thing, so conditions. Let's see here. Stunned. Stunned, you have incapacitated. Automatically fails strength and dex saves. Attacks are at advantage against the creature. And then also incapacitated, you can't take any action, bonus action, or reaction. Your concentration is broken. Oh, that's new. Holy
Ooh.
shit. Incapacitated automatically breaks concentration. You can't speak. If you're incapacitated when you roll initiative, you roll disadvantage on the roll. It doesn't say anything about your movement, so incapacitated still allows you to move. That's interesting.
With stunning strike, though, if she wears the save, her speed is reduced.
Gotcha. Yeah, so okay, so that's weird. Take any action. Let me double check here. Action. Is it considering movement, basic movement, and action? Nope. So with the way that it's written now, stunned does not mean you can't move anymore. You can do everything, you can't do anything except move with stunned, which seems very odd.
Really good against casters, though.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So,
so 20...
anybody seeing something different than what I am on that? Like, yeah. Can't take action, bonus action, or reaction. Your concentration is broken. You can't speak. You are incapacitated when you roll initiative. You do so at disadvantage. Attack rolls against you have advantage. You automatically fail strength and dex saves. And you have the incapacitated condition, which I just read. Yeah, so movement is still on the table.
It's fine.
And since she failed, it means that she is not half movement. She is full movement, but she gets all the other worse conditions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
25.
All right, Discovery. Woohoo!
25 to hit.
25 will hit. Go for it.
10 slashing plus an additional 4. Plus he's annoyed, so he's smiting her. That's really good. For an additional 15 radiant on her.
Okay, so what is that? 29?
29, yeah.
Ouch. Okay. And
he's just gonna look up. Is that what you were expecting?
she's still stunned. She can't talk. And that was your turn. So now it's her turn. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Interesting. One sec, gotta look something else up. Okay. So you see her just blitz and start running away, trying to gain some distance from you.
Attack of opportunity.
Yep, go ahead for an attack of opportunity.
Still the advantage, right? Because she's stunned.
Yes.
Ooh. 16.
16 does not hit. So she's going to just run over here, try to get some distance. That is her entire turn.
Oh, so it's back to me.
Yep, and now she is no longer stunned. And it's back to you, Drew.
In the circle. Okay. So oh wait, I'm not within range of this circle, right? So I can shadow step again?
No, you are within 15 feet of the light, and that's where I said it. It's
Okay.
bright up, or it's bright up until that point.
So if I go here, hold on, let me move 5 feet. 5 feet over. That should take me out of. Yeah. She runs. He's gonna shadow step and chase her. He only used 5 feet, so he has 60 feet left. So bonus action. Maybe. Shadow step here. And then since he shadow stepped, I get advantage on my next attack. He's just gonna chase her 30 feet.
Okay.
Another attack because I shadow step with advantage. Please hit. That's 17 on the die. Plus 5.
17 on the die will hit.
Okay.
Armor class is 18.
Interesting. Good to know. He's gonna do the same thing he did. He's gonna put everything into the hit. He is going to make it a point though if he can see that it's actually going to knock her unconscious. He'll hold back.
Okay, sounds good. Go ahead and roll your damage.
That's horribly low. 6 slashing and then 1 Dick Cold with another smite, which should be my last one, right? Because it uses spell slots.
Mm-hmm.
An additional 7 on the smite. So radiant.
Gotcha. Okay, what's the damage total?
What did I say? Was 6, 7, 14 in total.
14 in total. Okay. You come down with them, just again blinking around, and you swing down, and you see her go to like raise her sword and block it, and your sword just goes straight through the sword, through her, chunked into the ground. No resistance. And the illusion fades.
Trill just stops, looks up at the box. What?
And then let's see here. And then you see her form reappear. Let's see here. So, I want it to be 60 feet. There we go. You see her form reappear on the other side as she once again like flashes that pink and yellow beam at you for a radiant burst one last time. Nope, that's not it. Feature.
That's just like a spell attack, right?
Let's see here. There's new details. It's a she isn't updated for it to say whether or not it's a magic attack or magic action versus like a physical action, but I would say yes, this is a magic action.
Okay. That's what I thought. Okay.
Yep. Okay, so Dro, go ahead. And once more that beam goes.
Con save? That's good. That's 18.
18 will save, so you will take half damage.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's 20. Go ahead and take. Hey, I rolled really bad previously, so I don't want to hear it. Go ahead and take 10 damage.
What the fuck?
Okay. And with that, she's going to. Actually, how much movement does she have left? Oh, I made a mistake. Oh well. And she's going to put her hands up and say, all right. That'll do for now. Don't get too overconfident. You never know what tricks your opponents are hiding. She's gonna sheathe the sword and say, shall we? Also, damn that hurt. Oh. England, you're gonna pay for my visit to the infirmary, right? And she's gonna walk back over.
So when Dro meets her at the elevator, he's just gonna, before they get up, he's just gonna say, if you think my attacks hurt, you're lucky you didn't fight any of the others up there.
I don't think they would enjoy what you did to me either.
Eh.
All right,
Dro-
and she's gonna.
Dro also just kind of wants to study this individual as we're going up and try to piece together why she got put against him, because he was expecting somebody fast like Randar.
Mm-hmm. Give me an insight check. Or invest. No, this is about more like putting together clues. Give me investigation.
13.
13. You don't know. Sword wielder, she's using light. You're a sword wielder who uses dark. Maybe.
Ugh.
Okay. Above board, a little detail on what I did there. Stunned does not remove movement speed. Also, it breaks concentration, but after the status effect is in place, it does not prevent concentration. So she used an illusion spell that required somatic only, and then proceeded to move the illusionary duplicates. It's the mislead spell around. She turns invisible, and her duplicate moves around and acts like her. So going with the conditions, there's not really conditions are usually pretty well like fleshed out. So we'll go rules as written for those ones. So if you are stunned, you can cast a spell that requires concentration as long as it does not require verbal components.
That was cool. I liked it.
Okay, sweet. All right, that's it for Dro. And Ingun turned around, like, about as tricky as I expected it to be. Now, Haru, you're up next.
Is there any benefit to doing well?
Yes.
Can you explain?
Yes. I just wanted to see if you would actually continue speaking.
Oh.
This is a meritocracy. The merit that you gain is largely based on which class you find yourself in. There's essentially two classes. One is the support system that raises the hunters up from below, taking care of equipment, armor needs that they don't want to nor have the skill or expertise to do so on their own. Then take that and cross it over to the hunters. The stronger you are, the more ability you have to hunt and fight and kill and track, the more respect and weight you earn in the city, in the country. So, you all have vital information that we need. A council will be called very shortly, and I expect all of you to be there in order to help disseminate the information that we have to those who might be able to do something about it. If I brought in a bunch of nameless strangers with no rank, it wouldn't hold as much value as if you were people that had quality rank already. Does that clear it up?
Yes, I see.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
Joe's also gonna cast healing hands on himself because he hurts.
He hurt.
that's fair.
Just awkwardly like act like he's scratching, but he's 100% healing himself.
Okay.
Ah. It's,
Uh,
the itch is just really good, guys.
alright. Haru will step into the elevator then, and is this like a elevator, like normal modern elevator, like door closed, door open sort of deal?
Yeah, like a larger platform, almost as if you think of like a freight elevator, like something like wide. It just kind of goes down on a diagonal.
Okay. So it's like okay, it's like a platform that lowers. Is what this is?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's a different section. You guys are all in the top area. Like you go over and then like down a little bit, and then it begins to drop.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Gosh.
Oops, I can't type. Let's see. Okay. All right. Haru, you go and take your place down on the opposite end. Once again, the doors open up, and you hear nothing.
Oh gosh.
There's a little bit of a mist that's accompanying it this time, and you see the mist begin to move. And as you do,
Confused.
what?
She looks confused. Perplexed.
Okay. Yaslin, as you are out there, or not Yaslin, Haru, excuse me. That's going to take me a minute to get used to. You see a little bit of a glow inside that mist, and a bolt of electricity launches out towards you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
What is happening?
No conversation, just straight to it.
What? A 17?
Jeez, what are those dice? 17. One moment. does that.
Yeah, I don't know. These dice, what are the dice I'm using? How strange. Might have to.
Okay.
Haru's so perplexed. What is going on?
17. Okay, yep, that does it. And you dodge quickly out of the way, but there's still a little bit of like the bolts, tendrils, like and like shock into you. You're going to take 2d8 lightning damage for half on the failed save. Okay, that's going to be 13 points of damage. And from the smoke, you get somebody who walks out full clad. They are not making a sound with their footsteps at all. And you hear kind of muffled from behind a mask. Shouldn't expect anybody to give you a proper start to a fight.
What the?
Your first demerit has been earned. And that's where we're going to take a break.
What is happening?
Okay, then. Alright, and Haru, with, you get launched this lightning arrow bolting out at you. And without further ado, the draw again, this time goes green and is going to shoot another arrow at you. Let's see, what's the... Whoa! Nope, let's... Come on now. Why can I not measure? There we go. Okay. This time it's going to take a little bit of a step. A little bit forward, and is going to launch this. Okay. Let's see here. This is 20. Nope, that is not going to be enough. But it's going to come towards you. It's going to hit in front of you and going to splash up for... Okay, there we go. 2d4 acid damage for a total of six damage. This guy's a fan of using like splash arrows.
What is that? Haru instantly hates this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Shit.
Nicely dodged. Not a problem. Okay, your turn.
Can she can see him, right?
Yes. Come out of the little misty area.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Would she do that, or does she do that? She was just attacked out of nowhere, and she didn't really like it. I think, we're gonna try this, and we'll see how it goes. She casts, greater invisibility.
Okay.
Yeah, she's super caught off guard, and, like, I don't like being shot at. And just no thank you. And then, as she is invisible, she'll move up. She'll go 30 feet this way. And then, unknowns to everybody's eyes, to her knowledge, a sword appears in her hand as a bonus action.
Okay.
She calls forth her and yeah, I think she action, bonus action, movement, and that is her turn.
Okay, gotcha. The elf is it is an elf, but like your opponent is going to grab 4 arrows out of their quiver,
Oh,
quickly like sling the bow and slam them into the ground, like wedging them in between like little openings in the rock in the plates, and you see the area kind of glow around
ooh.
them. For a 30-foot radius.
Is
Whoa.
this like I'm expecting like a fairy fire potentially? Not sure yet. Oh no. Oh, around him?
Mhm.
What is
You see like him like re-grab the bow and begins to back up a little bit. And that area remains glowing.
okay.
And they look like they're looking around, like trying to figure out where you went.
Okay.
Excellent. Stealth while facing a ranged attacker. Good choice.
You didn't really give much choice. She doesn't have any idea what that is. Gosh. Okay. 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 Um. Shit. I have
Oh,
too many.
sorry. It's not glowing.
It's
That
not
was
glowing.
a
Okay.
miss. Yeah, all you see is they like jammed arrows down and backed up.
Okay. He has no idea what he just did.
Yep, no clue. But seems weird. For sure, the weird vibe is definitely going off.
Yeah, that is weird. Alright, 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 alright. I don't wanna. Gosh, I'm such a. Okay, well, she has time to set up, so. I hope. Um. She doesn't like this person at all. She's going to cast Mirror Image because it's not concentration. And really, at the moment, there's just a couple illusions of her around her, but I don't. I don't think this actually impacts visually anything you see about her. But she is moving closer, bit by bit. She's just buffing herself. So many buffs.
And kind of in similar fashion, you see the elf like go up and like touch their quiver, and it begins to glow orange.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give them a perception check. This will be at disadvantage because it's going quickly.
You want me to like have a stealth or something?
Yeah, give me a stealth check. If you are not really spending time to be stealthy, give it to me flat because you're already getting advantage for being invisible. But
Yeah. I think I'll be okay. Even...
okay, gotcha. Yep, still maintains. Okay, so back up to my turn. Going to pull out 4 of those arrows and stuff them in the ground once more.
What is what is
Oh, I know what this is. Okay.
I don't trust whatever. I don't know what this is. Oh gosh. How far away is he?
This is like this. I love that each battle has felt very, very different, and this is like this one's like a cat and mouse, which I think is so fun.
Okay. What his token's not fully on. I'm gonna
I
I'm
was
gonna
on
not.
mute. His back is to the wall as
Oh,
to
he's like
prevent a sneak attack from behind. So he's like
okay.
he's reducing the amount of area that he has to react to.
Diggity darn things are. That doesn't make me feel good. Okay. So she can't see this area at all. This glowing area. Or this shadowed area that you have.
That's just for reference, and you already knew it was
Okay.
there. Like it's they just put the arrows in the ground and backed up, and that's all you can see, except you can see that their quiver is glowing kind of orange.
Okay. She's not a very risk it for the biscuit type of person, and all she knows this is probably a trap. So, I will be shooting Eldritch Blast at him.
Okay.
3 beams, 11.
Do you have? You're a multi-class, so do you have 11 in Warlock?
I don't think it's. I think it's because it's a cantrip, isn't it?
No, this one is specifically.
Oh, is it?
It is specifically like you have to have 11 levels
Okay.
in Warlock itself.
Alright,
What's your
well, she
spread?
doesn't
I
have
don't know
that.
spread.
Yeah, no, she's 3 levels in.
Okay,
So
yeah,
she'll
you just have
be
a singular shot.
which is perfectly fine for her. Boop de boo. I think that will still miss though.
Okay, that one. Yep, it comes by and like comes up. And anything else on your turn?
I think what she's looking at as she fires this in is if like these arrows that he's stuck in the ground have reacted in any way too.
Okay, gotcha.
So she's not really focused on him. She's more focused on what the heck these arrows are in the ground for.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. I
think she'll also, after potentially having given away her position,
Okay. Give same thing. Give me stealth versus perception. Disadvantage. Or I'm at disadvantage. You are a flat roll. Okay. Sheesh, Haru.
Yeah, Haru was built to be an elusive.
Mm-hmm. Okay. My guy going to. Let's see here. My guy's going to tuck behind this wall. Actually, let's see here. Actually going to tuck around like really solid and like duck up, and it's just going to like it's holding its bow drawn and taut.
Okay.
Not that you see that.
Not that she sees this at all. She just sees him like duck
Yeah,
into
just-
some
yeah, just-
crevice somewhere and disappear.
Yep, exactly. Okay, so that's its turn. Your turn.
Okay. 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 That didn't work. Nothing really happened when she touched. Okay. She's going to cross the first arrow barrier thing past.
Okay. You don't know where that is, so
I don't
move
know where that
yourself.
is, so she's probably
Yeah.
going to like here.
Okay. Okay, gotcha.
Actually, yeah, put her one more. That'll be her.
Okay, I need you to make 2 dexterity saving throws.
All right.
Ooh, shit.
That isn't at one.
That is a nat 1. Go ahead and roll your second at disadvantage then.
Okay, dokie. That is a 19 at disadvantage.
Yes. Okay, so you step into the first one and like an arrow comes by and like one of those 4 arrows that they stuck in the ground initially like rips out of the ground and launches and like stabs you straight into the foot.
Fuck.
And that is going to be 2d4 piercing damage.
Okay, 2d4, so 5?
Yep, so 5 points of piercing damage.
I need to make a
And oh yeah, make a concentration check.
I do have advantage because I'm a warcaster.
Yeah, you're fine. The second one, one of the arrows that they stuck in the ground, it picks up and it launches again, and it's on fire. And that second one, like, goes right by. But as you, let's see here. Give me a dex saving throw to see how quick your reaction time is as you enter into this area.
18.
An 18? Okay. You were planning on moving to this spot and you had a couple of arrows coming towards you. Do you want to change your movement as you reach in and you kind of see where these arrows start reacting to?
I think no, she totally even though like these arrows come at her, she has a plan.
Okay, sounds good. That's your movement. What else are you doing?
She's not like pinned or anything.
No, I gave you disadvantage.
Okay.
So that's fine.
Okay.
Ooh, let's see here. What's the exact verbiage on greater invisibility now?
Greater invisibility is so doesn't show it. Wow. Wow.
Okay, and I forgot that you gave yourself mirror image. Since it's a dex save, it does not trigger
Yeah.
mirror image for when you're in the bubbles. Okay here.
I think
Let's see here, greater invisibility. Basically, I'm wondering, like, does the arrow that's in your foot turn invisible?
it's gone.
Or does
Anything the target
Yeah.
is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as the target person.
Okay, that's really straightforward. Greater invisibility. You have the invisible condition until the spell ends.
I love it.
You aren't affected by any attack that requires to be seen. Any equipment you are wearing or carrying is also concealed. How to rule this one? Yeah, I'd say it's okay. Like, you're the caster of the spell, so like as the arrow like comes into your zone, you can choose to also make it invisible.
Okay.
Because it's like if you picked up a rock, the rock would not be visible because you would
Okay.
just kind of turn. It would now be something you are carrying. Um. Okay.
Definitely all the blood she's leaving behind.
Yes, that is its own thing. So as you like are bloodied and you like move through here, I'm gonna give my guy a perception check. He doesn't see the blood. It's too small of a wound.
Okay. She bonus action Misty Steps.
Okay.
I think. Can she see him from here?
Yes, I'd say he
Okay.
has cover, but yeah.
Okay. Then she'll go the 30 feet of her misstep and take. That was bonus action, movement, and then I guess she'll take the dodge action.
Okay, gotcha. As you end your turn there, it triggers the area of effect spell once more. You've got 2 arrows coming at you. So 2 more dex saves, please.
Gosh, there's so many freaking arrows!
This is a nasty spell.
Yeah. And it doesn't have anything to do with sight. It's just whenever another creature you did not designate comes into your range.
I was looking at this spell a
Does
few days ago.
does the dodge action give me advantage on dex save? Curious question.
Old rules say no. Let's see if
Okay.
there's any difference with new
Rules?
rules.
I haven't checked.
Okay,
I've not
place
used dodge
handbook.
action because Yaslin never dodges.
Actions.
It says you can
Dodge.
dex saves with advantage.
Until the start of your next turn, attack rolls against you have disadvantage, and you make dexterity saving throws with advantage. You lose this benefit if you have the incapacitated condition or your speed is 0. Cool. So yeah, it does help with it does
Okay.
help saves now. That's pretty sweet.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I
So
will.
make 2 dex saves at advantage.
All right. Thank goodness for freaking advantage.
All right, first one goes. The second one does not. Okay, so the non-flaming arrow it kind of clinks into the wall behind you. A flaming arrow comes over and gets you for 2d4 piercing plus 1d6 fire. Okay, for 7 points of damage, and he was holding his action. Oh, so give me a concentration check.
Oh my god.
Ooh, thank goodness for advantage. As you
Okay.
say.
And he's a little surprised that you're so close, but he sees where the arrow hits, and it like hits you and disappears, and there's a little spurt of blood, and he's going to release his held action to shoot you with his longbow. Okay. Let's see here.
Perfect. This is such not the situation I wanted to be in.
Okay. 21 to hit. Let me see. He was waiting. He was holding his action until he saw indication of where you were. Technically, you are invisible, so it's at disadvantage, and I will honor that. So I'm going to roll it again. Does a 12 hit?
12 will miss.
12 will miss. Boo. Okay.
Okay. It is his
Okay.
turn though. So.
It is his turn. He's going to. Okay.
He has a general sense of where she is.
Yeah. He's going to launch 2 more longbow attacks. That'll miss. Jeez. All 4 of them just, or all 3 of them. Let me see. That is. Okay. I know how many pieces of fire ammo I have left. And then they are going to 5, 10, 15, 20. They are going to bamf out and run the opposite way, and you do not see them again. But you know
Alright,
they
they disappear, or they hop over?
they hopped over the rock and
Oh,
ran
okay.
ran away. Okay, so it's your turn, Haru.
Oh gosh. I don't like being in this stupid trap nonsense. He ran over the ledge, so assuming somewhere here. Okay, okay, okay. Can she get on top of this rock?
Yeah. You got to spend unless you have a climb speed, you got to burn extra 5, 10 feet to get up, but it's only an extra 5 feet to get on top.
Okay, so 5, 10. Is this Is this terrain still that she can get on? She just wants to eventually not be shot by arrows.
Yeah, that would be. You don't know the range of the spell.
Yeah, so she's
But
just waiting for the moment that like she's not getting shot. She doesn't know how this spell triggered, so
yeah, you were over there previously, so you know that there's like a little corner that is there. That spot you referenced was it's off of the rock. It's just back on flat ground.
okay, that's as far as she can get.
Okay.
With her movement.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
Okay, dokie. It. Oh, woo!
Oh. Okay. He's sitting. You find him.
Okay.
He's right there with his bow is no longer drawn, and he has a sword out instead.
Oh, great! Well, I guess we're going to engage in melee combat.
Okay. Go for it.
I don't really want to. Yeah, I think we're just gonna swing.
Go for it.
Does she have advantage?
She does because she's invisible. Okay, 26 will hit.
Okay. Then she's going to make this. Where is it? She's not gonna do that. She'll just do the regular hit. And then she has one more attack because she is a College of the Swords.
Ooh.
Oof.
Oof.
You guys are woofing, but my foundry is freaking
Oh,
out.
no,
So
is it?
She crit.
oh, nice. That feels very appropriate. Go ahead and roll that crit damage.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
oh my gosh!
Wow.
I can't see. I have a loading bar.
She got
Tell me.
max damage on poison, so 20 poison alone,
Whoa.
and 15 slashing.
Oh.
Okay, so 35. Ouch. Okay, I need to make a concentration check.
She said enough of the arrows.
Yeah, Haru
I'm-
said enough
enough of
of
that.
this game.
Jesus.
Okay, you come down and slash. Ah, excellent. Didn't know you there. And anything else for your turn, Haru?
Did you get the first attack?
What was that? The crit or not the crit?
No, that was not the crit. So the first attack was a 26
That'll hit.
for
And
12.
12 damage. Okay. My foundry is being a weirdo today. Okay. Let me make another concentration check then. Yep, there we go, just fine.
Alright. And yeah, then that is her turn.
Okay. Let me see here. Do I want to? I am reconsidering what I said previously about the arrow and such, because he's going to use his item interaction to
Okay.
swing his slashed arm up and splatter blood in your direction
Oh.
and coat your body with blood. And I think something like that should still be allowed, and it's not just an automatic like it goes away.
Yeah, I feel like it'd probably still stick.
Yeah. So I think it's okay if you want to spend like a bonus action to kind of distribute the spell and cover
Yeah.
something like that up. I think
Yeah.
that's fine. Let's
Okay.
do a house rule like
Okay.
that.
Alright.
Does that
down
feel
with
good to
that.
everybody? So somebody can like cover you in blood or dust or milk or applesauce or whatever, and like you can still get around it, but it burns some of your action economy.
Yeah.
Cool. And then he's going to grab 4 more fire arrows.
Oh
Stick 'em in the
no!
ground.
Stop with these nonsense arrows! Gosh dang!
And actually, he's going to back away first. So he's going to move. Feel free to take an attack of opportunity.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I get to actually use this. He's in my sights now. Okay, I'm gonna try. Let me make sure that there hasn't changed. When a hostile creature, you can use your reaction to cast a spell at the creature rather than make an opportunity attack. Okay. Just flavor wise, I think as he starts to move away from her, she's going to drop her concentration sort of at the same time as she swings out.
Okay.
But like kind of like after she tries to make the connect. It's like a surprise, like a.
So
Huzzah.
you're reacting with a single target spell that requires concentration.
I think it actually does. Yes. No, it does not. It's here. How do I freaking
Okay,
cast?
you
Uh-oh.
can keep your invisibility up if you would like.
Okay. Alright, I think she'll do that. I don't know how to. Oh, okay. So, can I? What she's casting is Booming Blade.
Okay. So booming blade. Let me see here.
It's not letting me pop up the thing. It's only giving me a damage and a movement damage bar, and I've clicked it so many times. I have like 7 windows open.
Yeah. Okay. So do a sword attack, and then
Okay.
we'll just add on the function afterwards.
Okay. A 20 to hit.
I will say this one would not have been at advantage because you are
Then
covered
it
in
will
blood. You are
be
visible.
a 19.
It's a 19 that still hits.
Okay.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your damage.
So let me freaking read Movement Blade real quick. So on a hit, the target suffers the weapon normal effects.
Yep.
And then if the target moves 5 feet or more before, then the target takes 1d8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but it increases when I reach certain level.
At 5th level, at 11th level, you don't have 11th level, so it takes an extra 1d8 on your strike, and then if it moves, it's 2d8.
Okay. So it'll be an additional 5. Is this thunder? Thunder damage.
Thunder damage.
And then we can drop it concentration as a free action.
You don't. It takes no action. Or
Yeah,
yeah, you
so-
can drop it whenever.
So she strikes him, and then concentration will drop.
Okay, gotcha. So you are now visible once more.
And the look in her eyes is kind of like a challenge of no more running.
Okay. And with that changes things. Just like starts moving back, gets hit, knows the effect of the spell. Like you see him like not move. Instead, like he pulls out that sword and is going to and you're gonna see it sorry, just looking at the here.
Again, I had to look at my stuff too. I was like, huh.
Okay. You see him hold that sword, and it's going to drop concentration on his arrows, and his sword is going to light up with fire. And he's going to make 2 attacks against you with his flaming blade. And this would be normal. Oh, come on.
I guess it is kind of disorienting because when she does come back, there's like 3 versions of her as well.
Oh yeah, that's right. We'll keep that. Okay. So yeah, he doesn't know that that's going on. He's going to go for another attack. Interesting. Trying to make sense of like the new magic action stuff. When you take the magic action, you cast a spell that has a casting type of action, or use a feature or magic item that requires magic action to be activated. So I'm not entirely sure how this would work. Flame Blade is now a magic action, but this guy has multi-attack. So to me, he's concentrating on the spell to make it fiery, and then he's doing his 2 normal attacks. So he's boosting his sword. That still, to me, says he gets multi-attack. Does that make sense to everybody else, too?
Does it say that magic action doesn't cost an action on me?
It says it as a magic action. As opposed to, let's see here. This is one of the new things about the new stuff. Let's see
What's
here.
the casting time on that?
It's good question.
It says if you cast a spell that has a casting time of a minute or longer, you have to take the magic action on your turn to cast.
It's a bonus action.
Hmm.
Oh, let me see. Actions. Where's the actions? I had them a second ago. There we go. Okay. Okay, so it's attack action. It says attack with a weapon or an unarmed strike. Magic, cast a spell, use an item, or use a magical feature.
It sounds like they just separated martial from magic actions, but they still cost the same action economy.
Yes. And since we don't have the new monster manual to update things yet, I'm going to say he does have the ability to just, bonus action cost like flame his sword, and then he's going to go for 2 strikes. Okay, so here's the second one. This one is normal. Oh, there you go. There's the crit return for you, Yaslin.
Ooh, do I want to be mean?
Be mean.
I kind of don't want to be hit by a crit.
I think it's more concerning if someone says, "Yeah, hit
No,
me with a
I'll
crit."
take. I'll use my reaction.
Two silvery barbs.
Barbs.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Here's the attack again.
Just hoping for not a crit.
God, I love that spell.
Okay. So, sees it coming in, really hard. You kind of, divert the trajectory with your spell, your reaction. And it, oh, wait a minute. You don't have your reaction because you used Booming Blade.
Oh,
so
wait, you're right.
tried to
I
back
can't.
away.
So never mind. That is my bad. You're right. You are
Okay,
correct.
cool. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you.
You can hit me! This is gonna hurt.
It's gonna
It's gonna hurt a
lot.
lot. Weird. It's not allowing me to roll this with versatile, so I'm going to ignore the first dice and then get it back.
That fucking
Wow.
hurt a lot.
That did hurt. Okay, I already said it, so so I'm rolling 2d10 instead. That's actually worse damage than what I got for the non-versatile. So let's see here. That's 15 plus 18, 33. So you take 33 points of damage, and
That fucking
you
hurts.
don't have anything concentrating, so you don't need to do a concentration check. Oh shit. Plus, it didn't roll it. Oh shit. He had the magic sword as well. Like, it has radiant properties.
Oh fuck.
What is with
So
these guys and having radiant damage.
Yeah, what? Who are these people?
it's a thing of the astral elves. So it's going to be radiant damage on top of that.
Oh my gosh. She's still alive.
Oh, that was a lot. Okay, going to slash down, almost in a direct mimic of your crit, where you like cut them like
Oh
kind of
shit.
right.
She has mirror image.
Oh, remind me of the effects.
Let me look it up. It
Better
does do
roll
something
something.
to potentially. So, oh shit. Each time a creature hits you with an attack roll, roll a d6 for each of your remaining. Okay, so I roll 3d6. If any of the d6s roll a 3 or higher, one of the duplicates is hit instead of me, and the duplicate is destroyed.
A creature hits you with an attack roll during the spell's duration. Okay, so the attack has to be successful for you to
Yeah.
go into the dice. That's a little different than last time. Okay, so cool. Roll 3d6. I like the way they did the spell. That's a lot clearer.
Oh, but it hits me anyways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good chance for that to read
Oh,
out.
yeah.
Though.
That hurt.
Okay.
A fucking lot.
You slash him kind of like right shoulder to left hip. He comes down and like kind of gets you left shoulder to right hip, kind of like crisscrossing opposite ways, and has the sword ready. Continue or yield?
I'm not stupid. Enough.
Grabs the bow, reaches a hand down, knowing when to stop is a wise attitude. That's a boon, not a demerit. It's going to grab your hand and help you up, and you guys are right in front of the elevator, so you really
Yeah,
just
isn't this
turn
nice?
around.
I think in response, pretty much she says, I didn't survive this long by being stupid.
I expect not. Okay.
Okay. Ow! I want to go. Tara's like, I want to go to the infirmary. I hope Ignard or whatever your name is are also paying for my trip.
Yes. Don't worry about it. Okay. So everybody kind of gets up into the room and he essentially says, right, thank you all for participating in this. I know it's a bit of a pain. It is necessary for the way this place works. Give me a bit of time to consult with my comrades, and we will get back to you with our evaluations. Take a minute to yourselves, go get patched up. We'll call you back shortly. And you guys are brought back into the medical room. Let's see here. Yep, that's right. No other people should be in that room right now, correct? Nope, I don't believe so. Okay, so you guys have a little bit of time to discuss, to talk about whatever, if you want to, while you're kind of back in the room, before, like, while the results are kind of being tallied.
Warden. Who did they put you up against?
Do you want me to improv that, or do you want to send me something?
Send it. Go for it.
Well, I went up against a master marksman that happened to have a bazooka as his rifle.
Yeah.
I was dodging explosions. You know how my gun comes apart and you can, like, fire, does different things? And there was one time where he shot a bullet right at me, and I shot my pistol. Wind hit the bullet, went up, straight down. That's what this one does.
Can I roll insight to see how much bullshit he just threw in that explanation?
Absolutely.
Uh, 19.
All right. I guess I'll go ahead and roll.
Yeah, send me a private roll. Not sure which this is, because you're gonna make it up.
Yeah, well, I know what I'm making up and what I was being faithful about.
I think Dro has seen you do the bullet up and down. I think he's seen that. I think
He's seen it on people.
Yeah.
Warden is definitely lying about shooting an air blast into a bullet and causing that to go up and down. He's not a monk.
Dro's just gonna look at you. Right. So here's an open-ended question. Some of the fights seemed pretty straightforward while you were put against them. Cressida, your nerd battle that you had makes sense. Looks at Yaslin. Yours really makes sense.
What can I say?
That was actually terrifying to watch. He's gonna kind of look over at Haru. Ours, I'm still a little stumped. I expected, at least me personally, to go up against another speedier combatant hand to hand, possibly. I hate to say it, I kind of expected Randar, which thank God wasn't the case. But
Randar is
Somewhere in your mind, you hear like an echo of just Randar's voice that's been implanted in your mind for so long that it occasionally pops out and says shit. Just be grateful that wasn't the case, you pup.
it's just kind of twinges a little. Arendar was the dwarf that was on the ship with us. The one missing an arm. Your fight was interesting from what I could see. He's just kind of try to study you. Cause is there a visible weapon on you?
She didn't go into the arena with a weapon, but she certainly came out with a weapon.
Is it strapped to your side or
It's-
your back?
It's like it's on her side right now.
Okay. Above board question, Morgan. How similar does Haru's sword look to the short sword or the sword of Echo?
Fairly similar. Katana is not a terribly common weapon.
Rose gaze is gonna go towards that sword. What exactly can you do?
A lot of things,
That's
many of which we're probably not seeing.
He's gonna look at the two that have pretty straightforward combat styles. One shooting, one punching. Who's probably to his left and right now. Okay, so magic, I'm guessing, similar to, look at Cressida, her.
Hmm,
Unlikely.
not exactly.
He's gonna look at Lunith. Her?
Like a mix between.
How? I don't know how to ask this. Above board, we saw her shoot an Eldritch Blast, correct?
Yes.
You saw, yeah, in her Eldritch Blast look like these blue balls of energy. Almost like blue wisps.
Jiro's trying to connect the dots of what she can do compared to what Echo could do. Very similar. Because Jiro has seen Echo use Eldritch Blast. He used it in the fight the first time against the Salamander. Haru, where did you learn to shoot that magic? The blue beam.
It, uh, it is something I learned about 15 years ago.
She looks really young, doesn't she?
She looks
Jiro's
pretty.
just like
She looks
looking
like
at the
a
others.
young.
He's just gonna stop on that sentence.
Do you have any other questions?
A ton. But I don't think we have the time right now. You'll learn real quick that we play this game called the Hot Seat.
And I am in that seat.
Oh no, not yet.
Okay. Well, I would like to get patched up.
Yeah.
As this is kind of happening, you guys are good. Like the attendants are kind of rolling through, taking care of you, getting yourselves patched up. Go ahead and take a short rest as this is happening for anybody that wants to.
I would certainly love to.
That hurt.
No, that's not it.
Yeah, a couple of you guys got some beatdown happening. And a couple of you guys walked away with like, meh.
One of them got a beat down that should be a lot more than what she has right now. I can't get over how much damage Yaslin took.
Right?
I'll spend these 3.
Anybody else see that the last D10 that Dro just did, like, it just kind of like waddled across the top of the other dice and then fell down?
We'll do. That looks good. I will gain back 76 hit points. Thank you very much.
Nice.
Hmm.
And then Yaslin.
You know what? I'll spend another.
And then I guess I add another 6 because item. Yeah.
Look over a warden. So, what now?
Well, we play the waiting game. It's not the most exciting thing in the world. We can sit around and talk and just enjoy getting patched up, or we can, you know, sit here and be quiet, drink.
How's Luna doing?
From a very quick glance, it is very easy to tell that Lunith has kind of secluded away from everyone else and is intentionally not speaking.
Is she doing one of those like looking up, but as soon as someone looks towards her, looking down, or is she looking away the whole time?
She seems to be. How do I want to put it? Like, she is definitely avoiding eye contact and seems to be lost in thought about something. Kind of just staring off at a wall.
Hmm. Bro's gonna step to a corner. No, he's not. Never mind. I think he's just chilling, but I think he's gonna keep an eye on Lunith. And to himself, think about the fact that she was in the Whispering Grove. That still sits on his mind.
Well, I think that these battles were thoroughly entertaining. It was very fun to see people go up against their evens. You asked a question earlier, why would they choose some people that don't seem to be entirely even? Well, my guess is they're trying to test your abilities, to make you pull out all of the stops. And sometimes, if you go against someone who is your equal, in every way, then you kind of know what you're fighting. But if you have to pull out the stops, if you have to cast spells that you normally wouldn't, they get to see things that might impact your ranking in the society.
Yeah, that fight of mine kind of threw me off guard. Not gonna lie.
Well, it's a good thing that they don't kill people anymore in these.
They used to kill people.
Back up, what?
Maybe they did. I honestly don't remember at this point.
Are you just making shit up?
Well, I am a little bit inebriated. Sometimes I forget if it's this meritocracy or the meritocracy across the country. I've been to a lot of places. But anyways, you all made it out, getting some medical treatment. How are we feeling? We feeling like we can take on the world?
Ow.
No.
Oh. All right, well, we'll give it some time, and then we can take on the world.
Stroh's gonna look at Yazlan.
Yeah?
You took a hell of a beating.
I mean, when have I not taken a hell of a beating, Dro?
That's fair. Morgan, with Dro's passive perception, is it safe to say that he did notice when Yazlan clawed at the Goliath, how he reacted?
Yeah, probably.
You got your claws in that fight.
I got them back.
They look to have an upgrade. When you struck him, almost
Really?
he reacted. odd.
Honestly, I didn't even notice. I was kind of running on adrenaline.
I think you both were. He looked like he could take a beating.
Ed.
Can
I
I?
wonder where they find these people.
Can I roll an insight on Yaslin? The last few days she's been, I don't want to say off, but more quiet than usual for Yaslin. And she just said she had her claws back with a little bit of excitement.
Yeah. What are you specifically looking for a certain thing?
Her connection to her chimera. How
Yeah,
strong
roll
is
your
it now?
insight.
Ooh. It's a 26.
26. You're very familiar with Yaslin Nethertails. It's kind of giddy. This is something she's excited about. She hasn't been able to do this in a while, and she's stoked.
Dro is going to walk up to Yaslin. How tall is Yaslin again?
Let me pull up her information. Oh shit, it's not on here. Wait a minute. I'll.
No, it's taller than Margot, but shorter than Dro.
Yeah, I was like, she's not short per regular human.
I think she's like 5'7"
That's what I
or
was
something.
thinking.
Yeah, I think. Let me. It's not even on this. Well, she's. Yeah, I'd say probably.
So he's gonna kind of walk up and grab your hand. As terrifying as that fight was to watch, it was good to see the old you. He's gonna kiss you on top of your head.
I think she wraps her arms around him and like gives him a squeeze, but obviously
Ow.
not trying to like break his ribs or anything. She's
Trying
like
and
holding back,
succeeding with her is very.
but she's trying. She's like she's trying not to cause more damage than he received in the fight.
I'll kind of look over at Cressida. You said you didn't have any combat capability.
I said I excel at support. I did not say I don't have combat.
Well,
Okay.
that was out there was pretty impressive.
It's not my favorite, but I'll do what I have to.
You don't like fighting? That's hard asking.
I prefer to support the fighters.
Understandable.
Drill's just kind of gonna study her for a little bit. Protecting others is very difficult, and I understand where you're coming from there. I respect that. Just shot in the dark here. You don't happen to know how to like throw fire, do you?
I can. That's a basic evocation spell taught to most wizards.
Yeah, this is gonna
I
hear.
don't
Fuck.
use it often, but if it's necessary, I would.
Like
It's rather
last
destructive.
like last resort necessary, not first choice.
There are far better control of the battlefield spells that would benefit than throwing fireball at my team.
Dro's just shaking his head the whole time.
Like you, oh my gosh, Yaslin is absolutely cracked up about this.
That's good to know. Just
He's had some bad experience in the past.
Let me guess. Sorcerers. They're a little reckless with their magic.
I think that
The
catches
self
Dro.
burn.
That catches Dro for a minute. Yeah, and they're powerful. Stubborn.
Powerful, stubborn, uneducated. They didn't work for their magic, but at least they're better than warlocks, I suppose. At least sorcerers have innate magic. They didn't have to barter and trade for it.
Dro just goes silent. But they can use their power for good. They make sacrifices.
Absolutely.
Sacrifices that save others' lives. And
Yes.
Dro is going to look at the sword because he has Echo's sword. And the whole time this conversation started, he's pulled out the blood well. I agree. There are people that work for their skills and their abilities. Some easier path than others. Some think of it as a burden. And I think hell with however you get it. It's how you use it.
I couldn't agree more.
He's gonna glance over at Lunith when he says, doesn't matter how you got it, it's how you use it. He ensures that she heard that.
She is certainly not paying attention.
I think while this conversation's going on, Dro realized he went from snarky to it probably dropped the mood in the room a little bit. So he's going to try to shift it a little bit to not make it what it is right now and cast minor illusions to resemble the lights from Aurora's Rest, but the lights more focused on the Whispering Grove and have them float above Lunith. But keep his attention to the rest of the group, but no, trying to bring a little comfort to her. That's very obvious by everyone else if you looked at him.
Mm-hmm.
Warden, out of curiosity, you watched all of the fights. Do you have a favorite in mind?
Well, I suppose it depends. If you're looking for raw, brutal strength, I would say Yaslin's fight was probably the most entertaining. Naturally, I'm more of a distance person, and well, there really wasn't a lot of that. I suppose, Cressida, you had a very interesting fight. There was some distance there, a little bit of falling for just a moment. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, it was fun to see everyone push to their limits a little bit, but I don't know if I would call these fights particularly ones that wet my whistle.
I hate to say it, but I think I'd kind of looks over at Yazel and grins. I'd be interested to see how a team battle would go.
My gosh. Oh, don't even start.
I think
Extremely exciting.
with the distance battles we have, the support, look over at Cressida, that we were very much severely lacking. And look at Haru. And your abilities that you've said were not showcased. It'd be interesting to see. But preferably not immediately, because I still hurt a lot.
I don't have much magic left. I need to rest anyways.
I would like to point out that if we are to take on the foes that we have declared war on, we should actually probably do some more practice, but this time as a team against perhaps another team. Very different from the Randar fight, in which I had no idea what was happening and was thrust into it. This time around, I feel like we would actually be, ready for this battle and willing to go down there and fight.
Yeah, that's a my bad on that Randar.
But I just think if we have all of these powers, we've seen what we can do individually. Well, we need to learn how to work together, or else we're going to be a bunch of individuals fighting as a team.
Yeah, I agree. Drill's gonna look around the room.
Perhaps they'll let us use their training pit.
I've only ever seen it flat. I wonder if they're able to, make terrain pop up somewhere, so it's not just a big circle.
And darker.
I guess.
Just kind of looks at you like that's kind of my okay. Would be interesting to see. I also wonder the guy Yaslin that you fought.
Yeah.
I would be curious to see how having another.
Oh my.
I think having two pinky individuals would be very beneficial, especially with my skill set, and it would give Warden you a lot more opportunities from a distance.
It'd be stellar if you could just run up, grab them, and hold them still.
That is a
Pew, pew,
very good
pew.
question, considering he kept throwing Yaslin backwards.
Yeah, that wasn't exactly fun.
It looked like it was to him.
Yeah, okay, well, I couldn't really tell. You talk a lot, but I think he's an interesting fellow.
His power, or whatever that was interesting. I mean, I've seen you get pissed off and become stronger. His didn't seem like that. More calm. Which may have added to the factor of it being a kind of terrifying fight to watch.
I was having the absolute ball. It was fun. I would do it again.
Look over at Cressida. Have you seen anything like that before?
Oh, not bad. Have I seen
Wow.
anything like him before?
Talking about Quentin's tank.
Yeah.
The green flash when he raged, he was calm. Not like you.
Excuse me. Okay.
Yeah, he could have studied.
Another 20. The size growth is fairly indicative of the Goliath bloodline. So that part is on par, no surprises there. The green flash the 20. I don't think you would specifically know about that. Barbarians are not necessarily your field of study, and like what they can do, it's kind of out there. So you don't have specifics, but you do know like there are different barbarians that walk different paths, and they can be empowered by different things. You're just not sure about the specifics of that guy. But it's not, you can rule some things out, you just can't specify what he is.
Okay, what can I rule out?
Do. Let me see here. Probably not. He's not like Yadlin. Probably not a battle rager because he was so calm. That doesn't seem to fit that archetype. Not like a berserker. Probably not a. So not the beast, not the berserker, not the battle rager, not a storm herald or totem warrior because you didn't see him drop any totems. Juggernaut, wild magic, ancestral guardian. Ancestral guardian doesn't make sense. And is he probably not the zealot? So there's like a handful of barbarian archetypes that you're aware of, and he doesn't fit any of them. So it's something outside of your scope of knowledge.
I relay all that in a far more articulated manner than my brain can muster at this time.
That's fair. Okay.
Well, that's good to know. Don't at least not expect someone else to have claws running around.
Yazinlin is quite unique compared to any warrior I've seen before.
Thank you. I think.
That I can agree with. Google just went off when I said that. I think.
Do we have? Oh, sorry.
I think
Go for it.
all of us here are pretty unique in our own ways, for sure.
Bunch of oddballs.
That's kind of what this group's memo is.
Wasn't that one of the names that was like on the table
I think it
back in the day
was.
when we named the party? Was like something about oddballs.
I think it was.
Yeah. Okay. You guys kind of finish a bit of rest. You're not all the way put together. And Ingun comes by, grabs you all, and escorts you up several layers. He takes you to another type of elevator, and you guys go like you guys are like go essentially all the way to the top of the pyramid. Comes out, and as he's walking down the hallway, he's going to start passing out essentially like a little sigil to each one of you that confirms your like which rank you're set on. I don't actually have that data right now about like which one everybody slotted into. I'm gonna have to like rewatch and like refresh my brain. But you guys are brought into what is a large, essentially conference room, and it's built into portions of the stone are still kept intact from the original spire that the pyramid was built on, and there are large glass panels staring out over the city. And inside, you see dozens, a couple dozen people. Some of them you recognize, some of them you don't. There's even some familiar faces from Aurora's Rest.
Have fun, Yaslin.
Not as many.
Yeah, I see you there at the corner, waiting for you.
No.
And as you come in, Ingun sets you all down and says, all right, there's quite a few of us here. Not everybody knows everyone, so I'm going to go around for a quick bit of introductions. But I will say everyone in this room is meant to be here. Everyone has proven prowess and is capable in the art of hunting, tracking, deception, or something that could be useful here. There are no weak links in this room currently. I expect everybody to behave that way.
Lunit slinks down in her seat.
He kind of looks over, gives you like a very subtle head nod. Like he was intentionally, definitely like including you in that comment.
If like when we could have sat down, Cressida would have tried to sit next to Luna and just
Sure.
reached over
Yeah.
and just given her a comforting like grab her hand and give her a comforting squeeze.
Yeah, if you guys want to play shuffle with your
Yeah.
positions, that's fine. Just try to group everybody semi-accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's begin the subject at hand. What the fuck to do about this fire cacophony that's happening up north? And if we should do anything, I'll open the floor to those who were there so we can get an understanding of what we're dealing with. Please provide us any context, even a detail as small that you may not think matters, could help turn the tides of whatever it is that we're about to walk into. Let's begin. And he sits down, kind of abruptly. And that is where we will end for tonight, as you guys see just a gaggle of very powerful people. You see all of your trainers. You see Gesimus. You see Ingun. You see several. You see a few council members. You see a member of the. You see a member of the 24. Oh well, with Cressida, there are 2 members of the 24 active, and you see a couple of the merchants that you guys know from the courtroom as well. And the Tallney are there too.
Yaslin's kind of like, wait a minute. How did they get up here?
Right. And they see you coming in, and you sit down, and Maldia says, "You and I will be having a conversation after this."
Gosh.
You knew it was coming.
Yes.
Don't be a bitch. Okay. So we will pick this up next time with a meeting of the powers that exist in the northern portion of the continent right now.